More than 200 passengers have been denied boarding in the last 3 months because of new digital check-in requirements they didn't know anything about. Some watched their ship sail away, unfortunately. Others missed the first day, scrambling to fix mistakes. Hi, I'm Eric from Empty Nester Cruising. In the next couple of minutes, I'm going to share the 5 mistakes causing these denials and exactly how to avoid them. So let's dive in. Digital check-in changed for 2026 because of post-pandemic security requirements, international maritime regulations, and facial recognition technology implementation. 3 cruise lines are leading this. Royal Caribbean with the strictest requirements, Carnival with a confusing phased layout, and Norwegian with kind of a hybrid system. So here's what happens when you get it wrong. John and Mary, ages 62 and 60, completed the online check-in but missed the new facial recognition requirement. They arrived at the Miami terminal and were denied boarding at the first checkpoint. They spent 3 hours trying to fix it on their phone at the port, missed the ship, and had to book flights to the first port, costing them $800 plus their embarkation day. Their mistakes? They assumed check-in was the same as previous cruisers, didn't read the approval email carefully, had no printed backup, and didn't verify completion 48 hours prior to sailing. Don't let this be you. So here are the 5 new requirements and the 5 mistakes people are making. Requirement 1, enhanced health declaration. COVID vaccination status, recent illness history, mobility needs, dietary restrictions, and emergency medical contact. Requirement 2, facial recognition photo, 600 by 600 pixels minimum, neutral expression, no glasses, good lighting, and the face must occupy 70 to 80% of the frame, and it must match your passport. Requirement 3, government ID verification. Passport photo page upload with all 4 corners visible, or Real ID driver's license for closed-loop cruises. The expiration of your passport must be more than 6 months after the return of the cruise. Your name must match the booking exactly. Requirement number 4, emergency contact. It must include the international country code, cannot be another passenger on the same cruise, and they must be reachable 24/7. Requirement 5, SetSail pass. QR code generated after approval must be accessible offline, required at multiple checkpoints, and print a backup copy just to be sure. Now let's talk about the 5 mistakes causing those denials of boarding. Mistake number 1, incomplete health declarations. People skip the optional questions thinking they don't matter. They're wrong. Answer every question. If something doesn't apply, select none or not applicable. Don't just leave it blank. The system flags incomplete forms. Mistake number 2, wrong photo specifications. 3 problems that I'm seeing constantly. First, blurry passport photos. People photograph their passport on a dark table with shadows or use flash creating glare. The OCR system can't read it. So here's the solution. Place your passport on white paper, use natural window light, hold the phone directly above, no flash, and make sure that all 4 corners are visible. Second, bad selfies. People wear glasses, have poor lighting, or their hair covers their face. The facial recognition just fails. Here's a solution. Stand up against a plain wall with good natural light, no glasses, put your hair back, neutral expression, and your phone at eye level. Third, crop corners on the passport photos. The system needs all 4 corners to verify authenticity. If you crop even slightly, it's going to get rejected. Mistake number 3, travel document verification issues. Missing or incorrect travel document verification. So the problem 1 is name mismatch. Your cruise booking name must match your passport exactly, including middle names, hyphens, and suffixes. If your passport says Margaret Elizabeth Johnson, but it's booked cruise line as Margaret Johnson, it's going to get flagged. Check your passport before booking. If you use a good travel agent, they're going to catch this. I make sure that I verify 3 different times before booking. What does your passport, what's your name as it is on the passport? How's your name spelled on the passport? What's your name? I ask again and again to make sure. Now, if it's too late and there's already a mismatch, call the cruise line at least 60 days beforehand to fix it. Problem number 2, expired or soon to expire passports. Your passport must be valid 6 months after you return from the cruise, not while you're in the middle of the cruise, okay? Check it now, check it beforehand. Renewals take 6 to 8 weeks standard or 2 to 3 weeks expedited. If you cruise January 10th to the 17th, your passport needs to be valid until the end of July at a minimum. February, March, April, May, June, July. That's 6 months. Problem number 3, The wrong page was uploaded. You need the photo page, the page of your passport that has your picture, your name, your passport number, expiration dates, all of that information, not the cover, not just one of the random pages. You need the photo page. Nothing else will suffice. Problem for real ID confusion. So for closed loop cruises that start in the US and end in the US, well, technically they have to start in a port and in the same port. You can use a driver's license and your birth certificate instead of a passport, but it must have a star in the upper right corner. That's the real ID designation. No star, you need your passport, or you need to get a real ID before your cruise. Mistake number 4, ignoring the 24-hour window. Digital check-in opens 30 days before your cruise and closes 24 hours before embarkation. No exceptions. If you wait until the last minute thinking, oh, I'll do it the night before, yeah, you're going to be screwed. If you submit it within that final 24 hours, you're going to be denied boarding. Fudge on the side of caution with my customers. I tell them that it has to be completed 7 days prior to boarding. It's a little white lie, but that way, if they forget, and you reach out to them via email 6 days before boarding, you say, hey, did you remember your check-in? They say, oh no. I say, all right, we'll do it today. The main reason that they're saying this approval takes 24 to 48 hours. So if you submit it 30 hours before and the approval takes 36 hours, you're done. Complete the check-in the moment it opens. That's the preferred. Do it 30 days or at the worst case, 25 days before. Set a calendar reminder on your phone. Do something. Remember to do it. It only takes 15 or 20 minutes to do. It's not like it's a multi-day process. Get it done that way. You don't have to worry about it. Mistake number 5, not downloading your SetSail pass. So after approval, you're going to get an email that's going to have a download link, or it'll pop up right there in the app. You need the actual QR code on that SetSail pass, not just the email. People don't download it at all. They rely on an internet connection and can't access it offline. They don't print a backup when their phone dies. They have it buried in their files and fumble around at the checkpoints. There's just a couple of issues that we see every single day. Here's the solution. Download it the second you get it. Take a screenshot of the QR code, save it to the photos in your phone for offline access. Print 2 copies, have it ready on your phone before reaching that checkpoint. When I print out my copies, I take one of them and I put it right into my passport. That way, if I lose my phone, if it dies, it doesn't matter. I've got that printed copy right there. I'm going to give you a kind of a checklist here of what to do to avoid these nightmares. All right. 30 days before sailing, download the cruise line app and log in. Gather all your documents together that you're going to need. Your passport, your emergency contact with the country code, your credit card. Complete the health questionnaire, answering every question, even if that answer is NA or not applicable. Okay. Upload your passport photo, white background, natural light, all corners visible. Take the facial recognition selfie. Make sure you're standing against a plain wall with good light, no glasses. Pull your hair back. Use a neutral expression. No smiles, no goofy eyes, just neutral expression. Enter your emergency contact with the +1 country code if you're from the US. Link your credit card for the onboard account. Review everything. Make sure that all the names match. Make sure the photos are clear. Make sure that every question has been answered. Submit it and wait for that approval email. If you don't get that approval email after, say, 48 hours, log into the app, verify that the status shows approved. Download the SetSail pass. Screenshot the QR code. Print 2 copies. Test your offline access to that document. So put your phone in airplane mode and verify that you can go to your photos and see that QR code, see that the screenshot worked. Now, day of embarkation, charge your phone fully right before you leave for the cruise. Bring a portable charger if you have one. Have the SetSail pass screenshot ready in your photos. Keep that printed back up in your carry-on with your passport. Once you get to the terminal and you're next in line, have your phone unlocked with that screenshot up on your screen before you get to the person who's going to check you in. If you follow this information, you're not going to have any problems. Now, the unfun part. The worst case scenario, you're denied access to the ship. Here's what you do. A, stay calm. Don't yell at the staff. It's not their fault. Ask specifically what is missing or what has been flagged. If you have some printed documentation, that approval email, the SetSail pass, your passport, show it to them. If that doesn't help, Request a guest services supervisor immediately. Ask for terminal computer access to complete the missing steps on site. Get that denial reason in writing with staff person's name and time written right on it. Ask about alternatives, rebooking on the next sailing, transportation to the first port, refund options. Document everything with photos and receipts. File a formal complaint within 24 hours with all the documentation. If you had it all and they still denied you for whatever reason, file that complaint. Know your rights. If you're denied due to the cruise line error, you're entitled to a full refund or rebooking plus compensation. Be persistent but professional. Yelling and screaming is not going to get you what you want. If you're calm and professional and persistent, you will get what you deserve. Don't accept lowball offers. We'll give you $100 on board credit, yada, yada, yada. No. You're due what you're due. Make sure you get every bit of it. If the supervisor is not helpful, escalate to a manager. Keep escalating until they drag the CEO of the cruise line down there. To my honest take, when digital check-in works, it's fantastic. 10 minutes from the time you step onto the curb to the time you're on board the ship, instead of, 45 minutes or an hour, okay? Faster port re-entry, better security, but there are problems. There are always problems with the system, especially when there are human beings involved, okay? Not everyone is knowledgeable or tech comfortable, okay? The cruise lines, they haven't really communicated well what's needed, why it's needed, what to do. So when that system fails, there really is no human override. So if the computer says no, you're kind of stuck. In my opinion, digital check-in is here to stay, fortunately and unfortunately. Overall, I think it's a positive step, but I do think that the cruise line needs better communication, better staff training, and backup procedures. I want to know what you think. Drop a comment. Are you excited or nervous about this digital embarkation? I really want to hear from you. So here's your action plan for today. Set a calendar reminder for 30 days before your cruise and simple title, complete digital check-in. Gather your documents now, find your passport, check the expiration, write down your emergency contact information, including the country code, download the cruise line app, and get familiar with it. Some of the cruise line apps are better than others. They're moving more and more towards them, so you might as well get used to using them. Print the checklist that I have in the description that tells you everything you need to do, and share this with any of your friends that are cruising in 2026. It'll probably help them. So this is video number 4 in my 2026 Cruise Rules series. Video number 1 was about new luggage rules. 2 was new drink package restrictions. Number 3 was the new port fees on Mediterranean cruises. Wow, that was a zinger. Next up, we're going to do shore excursion booking secrets. And finally, it's going to be special rules for senior cruisers. So subscribe, turn on those notifications so you don't miss them. And if this helped you, hit the thumbs up button for me. Drop a comment with your biggest check-in concern. Thanks for watching. Again, I'm Eric from Empty Nester Cruising, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy cruising.